All right. It's another day. It's a Friday. Welcome back to Friday. Welcome to Friday. All right. Let's see what we're gonna do today. I have a Bissell I'm looking at. I just want to see what's going on. I just want to see what's going on. I just want to see what's going on. That's it. I saw this meme, and I'm gonna share it with you before I get started. I'm gonna share you this meme before I get started. I'm not even gonna wait. Take a look at this. I thought this was so funny. You know, you got listen. Unless you live through this, you know what I'm talking about. If you're down with let's just use Star Trek, right? Star Trek, right? And and that was a special effect, you know. There was no. Oh my god, yeah. I still remember. Oh my gosh, I wish I had the way to demonstrate it. I don't have a string. I don't have a string. Do I have a string? Okay, fine. But just imagine this, right? So the what do you call it? The ship is going across, so you can actually see the ship going across. But they tried, man. They tried their best, man. You know. You know, and I think the writing for a lot of these older pictures, the writing was better. There was a lot more imagination and thought put into the writing, and the moment you got a whole lot of special effects, that stuff just went to the wayside. I think a lot of the good writing went to the wayside. Anyway, let me get my thing rocking and rolling. Okay, so I got a Bissell here that I am trying to work with, and I still have one more thing I want to show you. Because you know what? If I don't show this stuff to you, it's gonna get lost. Okay, because I'm gonna forget, right? So I got one more. Okay. I got one more. Oh man, I got one more. All right, let's get rid of this one here. Okay, and let me add this. This one, honestly, whoever made this video. Okay, I'm not gonna do the what do you call that? I'm not gonna do the the sound because I have no clue about the oh my god, I can't get the words out of my mouth, man. This is ridiculous. I don't know about the okay, you know what it is? I'm trying to move and think at the same time or do this thing, and I'm just like, the words are not coming out. The copyright stuff. So let me transition this. But they were talking about, hey, if this or whatever this competition they're doing with firefighters and stuff, they said, man, this stuff should be made for Olympics. And I looked at it, I was like, holy cow, I agree. Tell me if you agree. I totally agree that if they did, these guys are intense. Watch this. You guys probably seen this already. Look at this. Whoa. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. These are like firefighters. Woo! You know what's good to know, though? That these are firefighters. That's what's good to know. Wow. Look at that. I mean, I hope they say these are firefighters. I hope they're firefighters. Holy cow, now that's smooth. That's smooth. Shite. Oh man, that's awesome, man. That's intense. Yeah, that's intense. All right. Now that I got that out the way, let me get my butt working. Okay, let me get my butt working now. All right. Let's see. Okay. Got my camera ready. And okay. Sweet. All right. So, what are we doing here? Okay, so this is something else I was working on. This is not even part of the job today. Today's job is abyssal. Real lightweight stuff. It's not going to take too long. I'm going to be pretty much in and out. I had a service call early this morning, so that threw off my regular show. One of my commercial customers were pretty much stuck out there, and it was like a distress call. I felt like Batman. It was like a distress call, you know. They're in a house looking to clean up the house, right? And I'm there. I'm on my way in, and I had already planned to like open the office a little bit later because we had to do like a house inspection thing. And I was like, okay. So I said, all right, Sam, you're gonna have to go do this by yourself. I'm gonna have to make this run, and customers are stuck. And I went out there, grabbed the vacuum. I was like those the firefighter guys, man. Jump in the car, grab the vacuum, drop it off, grab theirs, boom, take it, bam. Had to get two of them, you know. So I did my thing. I was awesome. All right, you know what? I'm glad this is open because this can be a part of the show. I'm not gonna really focus anything on this. I'm gonna have to move all this stuff out of the way. But I want to show you something. Okay, this here is it looks like a good fan, right? Just like face off. Normally when fans are broken, this is cracked, you know, and then it starts to rattle, and you can tell there's a broken fan blade. Most of the time a broken fan blade is very easy to detect, okay? Right? Because you see it's cracked. But this one here is making a loud noise, and I did the same procedure that I normally would do when I'm trying to troubleshoot, like what's causing the problem. You hear a noise in your vacuum, and you're like, what's causing this problem? So what you do is you remove as many of the movable parts that you can. So in most cases, it's just the brush, right? So in this case, I took the brush out. Okay, I removed the brush. Let's get this out of the way. Hello. Hey. Is everything okay? Can I call you back? I'm just. Yeah. All right. Impeccable timing. I don't know how she does it. it's like, you gonna film? Yeah, I'm gonna film. All right. Then she calls anyway. Hey, what you doing? I'm like, I'm filming. What are you talking about? Oh man. Anyway. You gotta laugh at these things. So here we go. So this is the brush. Okay? This is the brush. This is the brush. All right. You know what? I was supposed to do a double streaming. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I was supposed to do the vertical and upright. It doesn't matter. It's okay. I'm already going forward in this. So what you do is you take your brush. This is for any vacuum system that you have. If you hear a noise in the vacuum, you're not sure what's going on, eliminate the brush, okay, and then turn the noise back on again. And then if the noise remain, then it's something has to do with the motor or something like that. In this particular case, this is a Riccar, and it was the lower motor. Riccar has two motors, Okay, let me see if I can adjust this so I don't have to keep moving this thing all over the place. So maybe you can see both motors at the same time. Give me a second. Let me just adjust my camera a little bit. And you can see that there are two motors here. Okay, maybe I can just, I don't know if you can see that. Hold on, I'm almost there. Oh, I think I did it. Okay. All right, so you have this motor and you have, you still can't see it properly, but, and you have this motor. Yeah, this motor here. Okay. Move my big head out of the way. My big head's in the way. See that? You can probably see it better now. So you have this motor here in the dirt compartment area. And then you have this motor here. This is the motor that receives all the dirt, okay? And it receives the dirt and it pushes it up into the bag, all right? And if I'm not mistaken, this motor I believe this is more for back here, for your attachments and stuff. Now, I don't know why you would need the second motor. I'm not even sure, I'll be perfectly honest with you, how much more powerful it makes this machine. You know, so I don't have that knowledge. How much, you know, the salespeople are going to sell you. So they're going to tell you that it's twice as powerful. Now these are good machines. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. Now, whether it makes it that much more powerful is, I don't know. If it's actually, it makes it any more powerful than a Kirby, let's say, that uses one motor. You know what I mean? So, hey Brianne, how you doing, dog? You know, so whether or not you're just using two motors and you're burning more current is a whole nother issue. Okay, so that's something to look into. I'm not quite sure why the double motor, like okay, I'll leave it at this, and I'm gonna finish because I'm not bashing these guys. But there's a crack in this blade here, and that's these tiny little cracks is what's causing the noise. And it's hard to see, but that was enough to make this thing rattle. You see that? And the air is passing through that crack, and that's it. That's all you needed. A couple of cracks around these fans, and you have a problem. And you're looking at it like not realizing what the problem is. Like, what's the problem? I mean, the fan looks good, but in actuality, the fan is broken. Okay? So I'm gonna get this guy out of here because this is not the focus today. But yeah, I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna look into this. Like, you know, I mean, is it really a better cleaning unit because of this double motor setup? All right? And if it is, then it is. You know what I mean? If it is, it is. But if it's not, then it's like, then why? You know? It's like, then why? Why? You know? What's the purpose? You know? If it is, it is, though. That's all. You know, so, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And look, you know what's funny, Brianne? Listen, I have absolutely no problem being wrong about something, but me having a question or even doubting, you know, is not a problem, right? I think the only part of the whole idea of doubting Thomas, okay, you know, I get it, right? You have to have faith in yourself. You have to have faith in the process, right? You have to have faith in, you know, for things to go well, right? But doubt has a purpose, okay? Just like negativity has a purpose. Sarcasm has a purpose, like Brianna, right? So I think those things have a purpose, and without doubt, without caution, without feeling a little negative, everyone would just jump off a cliff because we believe we can fly. Everyone would not be careful, and they'll just walk right into a blazing house. We'll just go out without safety gear. We'll, we see a bush in the, a rustle in the bush, and we'll just walk into the bush, like, oh my God, let's see what's going on, and Jason is right there with his, so you need that. Don't let anybody convince you, that you having a little bit of doubt is like somehow make you a bad person or you're negative or whatever. No, it's a healthy thing to have. The next thing you do now, that's what counts. Like if your doubt makes you not perform, is the key. If your doubt, because I can doubt, I can have caution or a skeptical about going into the bush, right? So the skeptical side of me say, hey, you sure you want to go in there? And I say, yeah, I do, because we have to get to the other side. All right, then now what happens next is then you better go get yourself a machete, cutlass. You better get a flashlight. Then you better bring somebody with you. Then you better be prepared. Then you better be alert. Then that's the next step. But without the doubt, I'm just walking in like, la 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 la. You know what I'm saying? What did Brienne say? I've learned to be very good at saying I'm not on the answer you're asking me for. But let me help you find someone who does. Yeah. Yep. A certain amount of doubt is necessary, but the ability to be reassured is also necessary. Hell yeah, of course. So it's a balance. You know what I mean? It's a balance. All right, let me get this guy out the way. A balance is necessary. But just don't feel like I've just seen how our society treat people that was like, you sure that's a good idea? And they're like, what are you? You're anti blah blah blah. It's like, what the frig? What are you talking about? I'm just saying we should have a healthy amount of skepticism. You know what I mean? Oh my God. I think we haven't changed any. We're still like burning witches, right? Kind of stuff. Like we're still going with the torches to Frankenstein's house. The village. Let's take him down. He dare ask the question. Okay, what do you think is wrong with this machine here, this Bissell? Right? I'm gonna give you some clues, and you tell me what you think is wrong with this. What's possibly could be wrong? What do you think might be happening with this Bissell? Okay, while I try to find my riddle of the day. What do you think might be wrong with this Bissell today? All right, we're in March. Today is the 6th. This is cute. Okay, how does the moon cut his hair? How does the moon cut his hair? I know, right? Yeah. It's funny. Not only is it okay not to be sure of the answer, it's actually okay to be wrong, right? What is probably not okay is that if you're wrong, now you have to go and dance around and you try to redirect the fault, the blame. You could say, "Oh, my bad." That is so easy to say. My bad. You know what I thought? I thought that X, Y was the situation. I had no idea. Well, thanks for informing me. That was easy. Well, they love tape. All right, so I think it might have a problem with the power, right? It's possible that we don't have any power in this vacuum. But let me not have my hand on this tape when I plug it in. That's for sure. All right, let's see what's going on. It's a possibility. Yep. But you know what's funny? It might not be because of the tape. This I'm not hearing the click in the power switch. Let's take it apart. Let's see what's going on. Oh! Whoa! What the hell? Maybe it is. I just moved the damn thing and it turned on. Let me unplug it. You saw that? You saw that? What the hell, man? So there's a short somewhere. Okay. I could deal with that. Where's my screwdriver? The one I want has a drill bit thing in it. Got it. See? I didn't have to look long, Rick. I didn't have to look long. It was right there. Okay? Alright, it was right there. We could save that for next time. Alright, we can save that for next time. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, man. So that's kind of where I am with stuff like that. So, yeah. So my and the only reason I went down that road is that I kind of doubt that extra motor really does anything superior to make it clean better than everybody else. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong. Okay? All right. Took this out. Okay. I was supposed to do the vertical thing, Brianna, and I totally forgot to hit that button. So now it's this long form thing that I totally forgot. I got thrown off. So you may have some delay in our stuff. Eclipse. He eclipsed it. He clips it. Yes. Yeah. How does the moon cut his hair? He clips it. Yes. Oh man, I remember when my son was younger. He used to give me all these corny jokes, man, and it was just so cool because he was just having a blast with it. He said, "Hey, Dad, you have another one for me." Oh man. Okay, let's see what the deal is with this thing. Let's open it up. I'm going to change this cord anyway. This cord looks crappy. I'm not going to deal with this cord like this. I'm not going to give it back like this. Even if it's not the cord. Even if it's not. Alright, so we have a tiny little motor. Okay. Alright, so this is the guy here. We're unplugged, right? Yes, we are. Okay. Alright, and then our on and off switch is right in here. See how simple these things are? They're not complicated at all. Not complicated at all. One motor does the job. Okay. So what is going on? Why did it all of a sudden turn on? I'm thinking it's the cord. Okay. Well, this guy seems fine. Let's do a test. I don't have to guess, okay? Let's take the guesswork out of here. Tape is loose. Yeah, it could be that. I mean, number one is just regular Scotch tape. That's the first part. Let's not, But hey, listen. You know what I love though? I love the. I'm gonna tape it up and keep going spirit. That's for sure. I love that. But after you do that, then yeah, you're gonna have to now get it fixed properly. But I love the. Let's tape it up and just keep rocking and rolling, and we'll fix it later. That's the attitude. All right, so let's see. All right, so when the button is when the on and off button is not pressed, we should not have any action. Right? So let's test both sides. Come on. Hold still. Hold still. All right. No action, right? Nope. All right. My battery looked like it's getting low, isn't it? No, I'm not sure. Maybe it is. All right. Now then, let's turn the buttons on, and I should have action if this switch is okay. Okay. Perfect. I have action. All right. So the power button is fine. All right. So what's next? Well, the next thing is let's switch out this cord and let's move on. Okay. And that's really what we're gonna do today. That's how. I want to show you, Brianne, this video I saw about farming, the future of farming. Now I saw a couple of things. Like we have some machines and stuff I saw out there, but this one, this is drone farming. This is drone farming. Take a look at this. Let me see if I can find it. Imagine this. Imagine if this is the future of farming. Let me see if can I do the volume. Play. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this volume. I don't know if this. I don't know what's gonna happen with the sound and stuff. Let me just play it though. Drones instead of humans. Imagine that one. Imagine that. Yep. Imagine that. Huh. Man, oh man. Who knows? Who knows? We can't get out of our own way, right? We're gonna literally put ourselves out of work. Oh man. We can't stop, you know? Can't stop, won't stop. we can't stop, Brianne. We're gonna keep going until we yeah, it seems slow, but they'll speed it up. You know what I mean? It's just like electric cars. Now I love gadgets, but I just think the time that it takes to like charge a car, I'm not there yet. You know, I'm not there yet. But I'm a gadget guy. I like gadgets. I like video games. I like, I like stuff like that. I like movies. So I'm into those things, right? I'm into those things. But I'm not gonna lie and say that I think the charge time is cool. I think it's ridiculous. But that's part of progress. Eventually, it's gonna get faster. Eventually the charge is going to be a lot faster, so we'll see. I'm just not there yet. My sister-in-law have 2 of these Tesla vehicles. she don't like Elon Musk. As soon as he bought Twitter, I'm like, what the hell does buying Twitter have to do with you not liking this guy? I understand. I just hate that. That was like, well, it sounds like you're just following a group. You don't even know this guy. I have no feelings towards this guy. I don't know shit about him. I don't know him personally. I don't know if he's gonna invite me to dinner or not. But I definitely don't know enough about it for me to have hate. That's some crazy shit. Oh man. All right, here we go. But I tell you what gave me caution. I thought he was very odd, but then I looked. Time to learn more about him. And holy cow. Yeah, you know what's funny? There's probably a lot of people in history that if we really sat down with them, we probably wouldn't. So I say thank you for your contribution. All right, catch you later. Because there's a lot of presidents, a lot of entertainers. That's why people, when they meet entertainers that they like, that they worship, and then the people they're like a dick. It just like it just deflates them because they put them on this pedestal, like they're supposed to live up to our view of, what goodness is or whatever. I mean, dude, you do good work. If I want to be your friend, then that's another story. We can be friends, but we're not trying to be friends here. But they somehow do that with these people, and so I try not to be a fan of any politician or anything like that. I just say, hey man, you're doing a good job, then good. Everything after that is just like is up in the air because I don't know you. You may just disappoint me if I put too much stuff in you. Oh man, yeah, but I'm sure there's a lot of those guys in history that are just not. They're a little quirky and weird, especially if they're very smart or they're enterprising. Then there's something else that comes along with it. Here we go. Let's get this guy back in here. And we're going to test him out. Actually, before I do that, I don't know what I'm doing. Before I do that, I got to put this guy back in. Let's fix this guy here real quick. He has to go around here. I just want to test it, though. He has to go around here. Come on. All right. Okay, our power switch goes up in here. Okay, go sideways. Okay, we have a little cavity. There's a little cavity that this yellow thing this white thing go down so it doesn't get trapped and cut off the power. Alright, and then we put this guy over. Come on now. Play nice, man. Okay. Come on. Okay. Okay. Alright. We put a screw right down the middle to keep it in place. Don't play games with me right now. Also, anyone who's working on these, you got to be very careful that this, when you're putting it back, that is totally right in line with that hole, because you can actually drill through your cord if you're not careful. Okay, next, I'm gonna put this guy here. Okay, then so now let's plug this in and see if we got power. Okay, I just wanted to cover it. I didn't want to put no screws in yet. All right, so we're gonna move our little brand new cord out the way. Let's plug you guy in. See what Brianna says. The man is brilliant. Busts his ass every single day. Like things like, yeah, kind of weird to me. Yep, and that's okay. I respect it. Exactly. I respect. Look, someone said something the other day. Okay, let me turn this on. Someone said something the other day, Brianne, that I thought was like on the money. Okay, I thought it was on the money. Let me turn it on. Sweet, problem solved. I thought this was on the money, right? What they said was, they were talking about, Oh my God, I saw this. I'm gonna share it with you. I'm gonna share. It's funny. It's something I saw yesterday, but it's related to the topic. It's related to the topic. I'm gonna share it with you because I think it's funny and I think you should see it. And I'll find it while I'm explaining this to you. So, what they were saying was, was that there are guys that go out there and they start their business in a garage, or they start it in their room with a friend, whatever, okay? And the reason I know what that's like is that I started this business in my garage. So when people say that, I was like, wow. I ran into this millionaire in this town an hour away that had a copy of business where, you know, his guys go out and sign up contracts with other businesses so they can have copy machines and supplies and office supplies and stuff like that. And he had his place. He had basketball court. He had showers. He had like nap rooms. I mean, this was years ago. He had, you know, this is in a country town, and in Rockingham, North Carolina. And when I say country town, big up to the Rockingham people. I'm just saying that it's further away from like Charlotte, which is not a big city compared to New York or Los Angeles, right? So, and there's nothing bad about country town. What I'm just saying is that what I saw there was what people would expect if they went to like some tech company, right? So this wasn't, you didn't expect it in that spot. That's what I meant, okay? But anyway, he started in his garage fixing typewriters. He inspired me, okay, because when I was thinking about leaving the sales, field sales, I was like, man, because I'm like, you know, I'm getting in too late. I'm falling asleep on the road. I had three near miss accidents. I was just like, I'm not seeing my son grow up. I said, you know what? I'm thinking. So I just happened to have a talk with him. He said that he started his thing out of his garage. So for a year, I worked out of my garage, and I was refurbishing machines, selling them online, paying the mortgage, all that stuff. Then I said, you know what? I should probably open a storefront. Okay, and then I opened a storefront. So the guy was like, these people are being taught by these other people who are already successful, right? They're in the politics. They make $174,000 a year, and they're coming out millionaires, and they're telling these people to hate all the rich people. I'm like, it doesn't make sense, because not all poor people are good. Not all black people are good. Not all white people are good. Not all rich people are good. That means you have good and bad in everybody. So this idea that the rich are bad is like, what? That doesn't make sense, because I know a lot of rich folks, and these are good people, right? There's a lot of poor people that do some really heinous stuff, right? So I'm like, no, that doesn't. What are you telling these people this stuff for? So for me, it was just like, it don't make no sense. So what the guy said was, you got these guys working 100 hours a week, busting their ass, working out of the garage. They take a business. They hustle. I met a guy this week. I was telling you guys that he went knocking on doors, putting door hangers, talking to people. He's an electrician. He's building his business. And you're telling the regular person who's struggling, whatever, right, to hate these people so you can get votes. And I'm like, man, that is like, that's lame, right? Because there are people out there that's working their ass off. And just, you know, and some people work hard and they're just making it. And that's just part of the deal. It happens. You have some people who don't want to work. But I'm not going to now just hate this guy just because he have more than me. That's jealousy, man. And what they're doing is tapping into people's natural inclination to be envious and jealous. And then they trick them. And they tricked them, and they said, we're going to make those guys pay their fair share, and all that nonsense talk, you know, that clickbait talk. We're going to have them pay their fair share. And I have people walking in here saying the same thing. You know, I mean, how's it going, man? Yeah, man, it's all right. I said, man, he's like, I'm from New York. I said, really, man, how's it going up there? Yeah, you know, it'd be nice if those billionaires can pay their fair share. I'm like, what the like, dude, you're just repeating what these people say, man. And so they think billionaires and millionaires and they don't work at all. And I'm like, this guy busts his ass, Elon Musk now, that we like circle it back to him. Busts his ass to build a business. And because we don't like the politics side that he's on, you're just gonna hate the guy for no reason because you were told to hate him. Throw Molotov cocktails on his car. These crazy ass people, man. I don't understand them. I was like, man, you guys are crazy. Oh my God. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna let you hear this thing there, Brianne. Let me see what you're saying because I couldn't see the feed real quick. This guy is funny though. This guy is funny, man. What did Brianne say? I tell Joshua all the time because he's really, finance driven. Oh, that's great. All right, hate puts exactly $0 in your pocket. Exactly. My son is finance driven too, man. He's into statistics, and he has all these different ideas of what he wants to do when he, a city manager and the treasury secretary of the country. I'm like, man, do it, boy. you want to do it, Hell yeah, go for it. Yes. Ethan was just at DECA for the business. Man, good. You push Joshua all the way. I swear. That's what you should be doing. Hell yeah. Sam is more of the numbers person in our family. I'm more of the reader and I decipher the books. I'll gobble up books, right? And Sammy would gobble up numbers. Ask Sammy to sit down and read for, like she's like, this is boring. She'll pick up a phone and start watching, something. But then you have her do numbers because her father drilled her with numbers. The father drilled the crap out of her. And Emmanuel, for some reason, he used to be a real intense reader, and then all of a sudden science became his thing, and now he's going to school and he wants to go to he's into medicine, and that's good, right? And then Ethan is just numbers, finance. It's like, go for it, man. Go for it. So Joshua, I hope he becomes very successful, and you do, and you're both right, and that's it. Just give him it all. But the way that they make people just hate people because of their success is, I think, is dangerous, and it's not good for our country in general to try to breed people to think this way. You're taking advantage of people's desperation and anger because of their situation, and then you trick them. Then you trick them into voting for you or voting for policies that end up costing them more. And I think that's evil. Me personally, that's my personal opinion. I think that's evil. I think you could have done it. You could have won them over another way. You didn't have to do that. Anyway. But anyway, that's you want to sell the people. You don't need to do all that crap. Sell the people. And then they wonder why people would lean towards a guy who may sound abrasive, but he says exactly what he's thinking, and they're like, you know what? I'm tired of all these guys over here. I like this guy. Why you like him? He's a this, he's a that. I don't care what you say. I like that guy. We've been following you guys for the longest. You guys keep spitting me. But let me show you the funny thing about this. What I thought was so funny and clever, very clever and funny. Let me share it with you real quick before I go. All right. And if anybody's passing through the channel, hit the like on the like. This is we're doing a good thing here. I think. And now we banter and we'll talk about different things in the culture. But ultimately, the channel has a good purpose. Okay? And if people would ask the questions, I will answer them. If people say, listen, I need help with this particular thing, I'm here to answer the question without any hesitation. I'll even make a video especially for you. That's how committed we are to this. All right? But it's a tiny channel, and I appreciate Brianna is absolutely committed to what we're doing here, and I love it. All right, but let me show you this guy. Hold on. You probably saw this already, Brianna, but I just thought it was so clever. I'm gonna play the music too with it. I just thought it was funny. Here we go. Okay. Golly, man. All right, I'm gonna play it. Hold on.
Single hour in America, a social...
Okay, here we go.
Hi,
let's do it again.
I'm Nick Peterson. Every single hour in America, a socialist is faced with the daunting reality that they may have to contribute to society. For thousands of others, help came too late and they were forced to find employment. Will you be an angel for a helpless communist in training? Every day, hundreds of socialists must abandon their slam poetry meetups for the evils of personal responsibility. They're forced to participate in a free market where, unfortunately, individual achievement could possibly lead to prosperity. They're crying out for your handout, and only you can save them from drowning in student debt from a degree in feminist dance theory. Please visit the website on your screen and join the SPCS with a monthly gift right now. For just $6,000 a month, only 20,000 cents a day, you'll help rescue a socialist from the perils of employment and provide shelter among rising rent costs that they were tricked into voting for. Public transportation that they were told would be free. Tattoos and piercings they otherwise couldn't afford. Crayons for their signs, and daily Starbucks. Join in the next 30 minutes and you'll receive this free Karl Marx sticker to put on your MacBook Pro. Right now, there's a socialist freeloader who needs you. Your donation says, I'm here to help keep your failed ideology on life support. We promise your donation won't be used for an airline ticket to a socialist country, but instead to bring that ideology here, because this time will be different. So please visit thespcs.com right now, and together we can achieve our mission of an equal opportunity starvation nation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You are awesome. $6,000 a month, Brianna. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. Man, I would get into these back and forth with these guys talking about why we should put more money into this and more money into that, and why you gonna put money over there when we can just be. And I'm like, you guys are older people, man. Some of you are older than me. Are you kidding me? Have you not grown up yet? What? You know, this baffles me that people that are older than I am still think so childish about this stuff. And it's like, you don't have to like anybody, but we should be able to look at certain ideas and at least parse it out and common sense should be able to tell us that this idea may not be. It just I don't know. Just no. You know, and if you can't do that, it's like, holy cow, what are you doing? But anyway, yeah, that had me dying. And I figured if I can laugh at it, Brian, I'll pass it on to you too. But we go back and forth with this stuff, and then you find out these guys are like funneling this money. You know, these guys are just like moving billions of dollars, man. You know. Like, how do you guys get the brass cojones to do these things, man? I would be afraid. Listen, I'll be afraid to take a candy bar out of a store. Okay? I think my mom put enough fear in me as a kid for me not to want to do that. How do you get it in you to skim billions of dollars of money and don't even bat an eye? Holy cow. I don't know. Anyway. All right. Let me see what she said. She says, I said, I'm committed for life. Right? I'm going to get 3 more jobs so I can help save my poor souls. Yo, can you imagine that though? Can you imagine that you would go and look? Okay, damn, I'm still here because I'm enjoying this back and forth. I don't know if there's anybody else gonna tune in and throw their little 2 cents in, but I remember back in New York, right? And the Jamaicans in New York had this. They used to make a joke. They even made jokes about it in the Comedy Guys. That, man, hey man, I got 10 jobs, you know. They would say that these guys got 10 jobs. And the real thing is that they would have a overnight job, a part-time weekend job, a side hustle. Not all of them, of course, but it was like a thing, right? Then they were renting, they would buy a house, and they would rent the upstairs, then they rent the basement. These guys were hustling, okay? You know, they were working their ass off. And I give credit to people like that, you know? But but to grow up thinking that someone else is supposed to take care of you, that part, that's family, man. Family does that. And family, if it's done right, unfortunately in society we're so squeezed right now that, and people may think I'm chauvinist for this. I'm not chauvinist. I'm saying if it's done right, then you have dad, he's out there hunting and killing boar and bringing the food home. Mom is educating the kids and handling all the budget and ordering this and organizing this and all this other stuff. Because if not, then I think it's not being done. The partnership doesn't quite work. It's just the way it is. I know what it's like because my wife does her work, and then I'm doing my work, and then the kids, and then we're hustling, trying to get back and forth. And then you got this. You're gonna take care of that. Yes, I gotta take care of this. Okay, you can take it. And I'm like, damn, man, this is like. I gotta boost this business, so I can tell her, listen, don't deal with that no more. Don't deal with these people over there no more. Let's deal with our stuff. You know, let's deal with this stuff because we have to manage this if we want to grow it and build it. You know. Anyway, but to have the attitude that you're now gonna go work 3 jobs so somebody can enjoy this life, that's. And they think that's justifiable. That's crazy. That's what I would do, so my family can enjoy the life, not so somebody across town can enjoy the life. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, yeah. Let me see what she said. That's why I believe what they're saying because they're benefiting from it. Yeah, I mean, they believe it. You're right. They want it to happen. They believe they deserve it. They've been taught that they deserve it. And in colleges, they're taught that too. They're taught it from grade school. Then they're told by the comedians. They're told by the late shows. They're told by the politicians. They're told by the movie people. It's like they're all in lockstep. It's crazy, right? It's like they all speak the same language. It's like they have one message and they're going to pass it on to each other. All right, now your turn. You tell them the message. Okay, now your turn. You give it to them. Now your turn. And then now your turn. And they're all like, you would think this is like, this is a program based on how well organized this thing is. If you don't see that, I don't know, you're blind to me. If a person don't see that it's like a fraternity, it's like a sorority or fraternity. Like these guys are all in lockstep and they're all pushing the same message. They don't, none of them is out of step with each other. Like you don't have one that says, well, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's a good thing. The moment one is out of step, you could tell that person is out of step because they don't get they don't come to the award show. They don't get invited. Then they all start making fun of them, right? They all start making jokes and all in the room like laughing. So Brianne says, I worked for a long time, but it was better for us that I don't. Yeah, I do work just in different ways for a paycheck. I tell you this. I mean, wishing is not. What's wishing going to do, right? I remember if it wasn't for me having to shop, right, I would have had to get a babysitter and daycare and all that stuff for my boys when we were younger. They came here and they were with me, right, because we were just starting. And so the year that I was home working out the garage, Sam was just with Ethan. Manuel was just going to school. Sam took care of Ethan. I was doing my thing. And then when I started this, now we had a different expense. And she's like, well, I'm going to do a part-time thing. So now we have this new expense. So I had to kind of hustle for that year. That's when I started drawing again. And that's when Sam was like, all right, I'm going to go do something else. But they came here. I left to pick them up from the bus stop. And then I brought them back here. And Ethan was always here with me until he was old enough to go to school. And then I was picking him up, drop him off, pick him up, drop him off. And I'm still doing it. I still go get Ethan after school. So that worked out. Not everyone don't have that, right? So for a lot of people, it is best if mom is with the kids, taking care of that home front, because you're going to create a whole nother bill, like a big one too, if that doesn't happen. And sometimes when you weigh it, what you're bringing in versus what you're paying out, it's like, you know what, it's best that we just do this. And maybe I could do something from home, So people just balance it out. And you just hope that you just get successful enough where that's not a problem, but it's just funny for me, man. I watch these people and it's hilarious. It's hilarious how they all go. If it was like cartoon, yeah. If it was a cartoon, you would see the crowd, like everybody go like over here, like, and they're gonna go for this cause over here, and everyone changes their flag, right? And then this thing happens. Everyone goes. They all throw the other flags out. We got the new flag. Hey, we got the green flag. and everyone is yelling about this, and then they all go the same thing. And it's like, so I see it like that, like in animation. Oh man, hell yeah! You find the stuff in sales. Sam is good at that. I'm not a coupon person, so I let Sam deal with that. You know, I just get irritated looking for stuff, and I will just go in and buy the damn thing and leave, and that's a default. You know, it's not a good thing. It's a default, but it's not that it's a good thing. So she'll do that. Yeah, I mean that's it, man. You know, and it's finding deals. Like think about it. In business, though, if I can get a deal, like that's what this stuff is all about. These air compressors I have here, these tools. You know, getting that pallet was getting stuff at a good deal. So in business, I do it. It's just that at home, I you know, I'll walk in, I see what I want, I go grab it, and then she's like, "Oh, you could have gotten the damn thing. This over here was like $5 for this." I was like, "Oh shit, damn. You want me to go back in and?" So then I said, "Why don't you do that then, right? Because you know, I don't want to go back in and do that stuff. I don't want to go swap it out." Oh my gosh. You know. Oh man. Yeah, she wanted me to go back in. Oh my gosh. Listen, and I'm gonna sign off on this. She knows I don't like this. But she would leave like clothes that she bought, and she'll leave a bag. And she's like, "Well, Wayne, I'm not gonna be home in time to take care of this. Can you do this for me? Take it back to the store, and tell them, you know, there's whatever, and just return it." I'm like, oh, "Come on, Sam, I don't want to do this. Why don't you just wait till you come? Can you just wait till you come back and you do it?" "Nah, no, I don't want to know. Wayne, can you do this for me? My gosh, can you do this one thing for me?" Like, oh God damn it, man. So now I gotta go in the store and return the stuff. I'm like, yeah, she don't want this. I don't know. You know. That's it. You know, that's the deal. Just return it. Like, shit. That's part of it. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Oh, so I'm packing up the damn. I'm packing up the skateboard. About to ship it off. I had to go and hunt for a skateboard box of sorts. So I got something close enough. So I'm shipping it off to Ed. All right, so I'm boxing it up today. And I'm shipping off the skateboard. I got to make sure my signature is legible on there. But Ed won the skateboard. So Ed got the skateboard. Yeah, you know? Sam knows what she's doing, man. Hey, listen, man. You would probably like her because she's like no joke. Like no joke. Okay? she don't take nothing from nobody. You know, and she's a manager then, so she comes and she's trying to manage the house now and say, hey, you know, leave that over there. Put all that energy. Leave that energy for those people. Don't bring that energy to me. You're gonna stress me out today. Well, that's it, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Brienne, you love her, Ann? Yeah. She is. Yeah, she's a fireball. She's a fireball. Like. Yeah, Sam's a fireball, and I'm like earth, and she's like fire or whatever. You know, you have that imbalance type of deal, and that's how it works. That's why it works. If we were both fire, that whole place would burn down, right? So one of us has to be, one of us has to kind of like, you know, level out, and then you know you let the blaze out, and then I'll throw some dirt on it. And that's how it works. That's how you are? Okay, yeah. Jonathan, that's her brother's name. Look at that. That's her brother's name. But yeah, but we'll chat. All right. You take care. I'm gonna get my butt to finish up. I gotta go finish packing this thing. But for those guys who didn't see it, I'm gonna show it. Let me show it to you. And I hope it fits in this box. Oh my God. I hope I got the right size. Because if not, I'm gonna have to get a different box to ship this in. But our skateboard is going out to Ed. Ed won the skateboard, and I'm gonna make another one. And I'll probably film some of that too, like we did this one, and we'll ship it out. All right, I thought it was pretty cool. Ed also bought some other stuff from us from me too, so I'm gonna be shipping those out separately. But I thought it was pretty cool, man. All right, but Brianne, thank you. All right, and the rest of you guys who just passing through, say what's up. I'll see you later. Adios. All right, if you like that episode, guys, please feel free to like, subscribe, share. Go to the GMR Shirts website, pick up a shirt, a mug, or something, a sweater, a hoodie. All right, you can send a donation to website monroevacuum.com. On the support page, you can buy us a coffee. There are many ways you can do it, but honestly, liking and subscribing and even sharing are ways you can help us out without even spending a dime. Okay, help us keep this channel growing, and we appreciate everybody. Thank you.